But the biggest thing that I want to remind everybody here is the fact that, we're such a broad range of fucking people, man. We do so many fucking different things. Everybody's a different kind of mindset. But the fucking thing that I want people to remember is the fact that we're all here together because we wanted something fucking different in the first place. There's a lot of people here that didn't need to leave the gangs that they were in. Didn't have to join a fucking family. Didn't have to join a crew. You know what I'm saying? Some of you are perfectly capable of living a life outside of fucking Seaside, but you chose to join Seaside. But then I feel that there are some who point out the painfully obvious problems instead of try to fix them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here, guys. I love every Seaside member. I want you guys to be here. I want you guys to always be here until you don't. You know what I mean? I'm here to help you all the time. But sometimes I feel like people assume the worst of me and the worst of others. And it's very frustrating to deal with because I feel like in comparison to us being in the Vagos, quite a few of us were, I feel like we've literally become a happy-go-lucky crew that understands its fucking power and status. We press whenever we press. We make mistakes because we haven't always done it. But for the most part, I think we do okay. But I'll let Reggie take it away. We'll see how we discuss this, okay?
I forgot to do myself. My biggest issue that I have with Seaside is communication. You all are fucking adults. You all need to stop bottling shit up and talk. Right? And it comes down to approach. So if you guys have any kind of issues or anything like that, it shouldn't take for something like this. As Seaside is, you guys can have a voice. It's not like we're going to shut you all down just because we fucking can. You've got an issue, and it's a genuine issue you have that's bothering you. Don't hold that shit in. Start talking about it. Look how easy it was to talk about it in front of the whole of fucking Seaside. It's not about talking to try and get people on your side or anything like that. If you have an issue, come see a council member and we can try and deal with it and bring it to the rest of us. This isn't your normal gang, all right? If it was your normal gang, you'd be told to shut the fuck up, fit in, otherwise you're going to catch a bullet. None of you guys feel like that. And if you do, that's something, its own issue itself. None of you guys feel like you can't actually fucking talk. So stop bottling shit up and actually fucking communicate. Not hard. You're a fucking adult. So, first things first. Chilling on hangarounds. Now, I don't know if you guys know that this is the process now. Process now is that a hangaround needs to be sponsored from a council member. Right? It's not voted on by council. Currently, if a council member wants to bring a hangaround in, they can, but it's on them. It's their choice to do that. It's a little bit different to what we did before, where members bring on hangarounds and that kind of shit. What we discussed was that a council member, it's their choice whether or not they're going to have that hangaround sponsored. It comes off their own back. Now, do you guys understand this? Which we had it a couple of meetings ago. We just didn't really fucking explain it to you guys. You guys obviously need to understand that a little bit better. Put your hand in the air if you think that you agree with that idea, is that they're sponsored from council members.
I agree with that.
All right. So, Draco, you don't agree?
No, I feel like if we bring somebody into the family and we want to potentially make them a hang around, it should be like a vote between everybody, or like at least majority of the group, right?
You now want. So how it worked was for members, it was a majority vote, right? And council member, it's a council vote and it needs to be unanimous. So now you want to add in that hangarounds need to be voted on whether or not they're brought into.
Yeah, well, yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense. I mean, like for example, me, right? Like, I'm gonna just use this as an example. I'm not saying like I really had an issue with it, but I really don't care. But I feel like it's better if it's like a full vote. But like somebody like Ember, she kind of just brought in and nobody really knew her. She was
I
just like, "Hey,
agree.
I'm a hang around." I'm like, "What?" That type of thing. So I'd rather just kind of at least have everybody or like the majority of Seaside, council or not. I mean, I feel like council should obviously put their vote up, but if it's something a little bit more serious, but like bringing somebody into the actual family altogether, that counts everybody, not just council.
Yeah, but
Yes, well,
also you didn't say that. Like, you're not saying that everyone in Seaside can't have an opinion about it, and then the vote's just on the council members. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
know, but what I'm saying is like I'd rather not just be like, hey, I could bring anybody. Like, hey, I'm a council. I could easily just bring somebody in. I don't have to talk to nobody. It's on me.
well,
Like I
you're
rather.
supposed to still talk to council.
Well, yeah, of course, but
That's
I mean, at the end of the day, I still rather like talk with the boys and be like, yo, do you guys think about this guy?
so,
Should we bring him around?
Well, I
well,
took it as
do
like
yours, but
council
Yeah.
has last say. I didn't
yeah, that's
think
what I
I
took it
didn't.
as.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was just council has say and that's it. I didn't agree with council just having say. No.
Well,
yours.
I don't agree with. Okay, to put this perspective, I'm awake 7 days a week. Okay, and I don't agree with not having ever met this person before, and the first time I see them, they're just a seaside hang around.
Yeah, I didn't
Like
agree with that
what?
either at all.
Well, who are you talking specific?
About
Ember.
Ember?
Well,
Yeah.
that was KJ, me, Cass, and two other people were there. So it was just and
Yeah, but
the
like
thing
don't
is
take
like
this offense, but I feel
Okay,
like there was
no,
a
I'm not
and
bad
taking
I'm
this offense
call
at all.
I
because
know, and
like
I'm just telling you I disagree with it. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
like
that's fine. I'm just explaining that situation
yeah.
basically.
Okay.
because like
So,
for example now like look at all the issues that are coming up with Ember. Like there's so many issues coming up, and it's because we didn't know who she is as a person, and all this shit is just coming out of nowhere. So
Is
just
there
like
issues with Amber?
well, there is certain issues that I have and I've noticed. And there's one thing I noticed as well at the meeting that we had on the island the other day that I didn't really like that I wanted to bring up once we spoke, or if we spoke about, hang arounds and shit like that.
um, just from my side, I feel like you guys are putting a lot of weight on a hang around. So I think we need to, as a group of Seaside, understand the definition of hang around better and actually put a little bit more um, direction on hang arounds. As it stands, hang around is for us is very different to it is for other gangs and groups and all that kind of shit. Do you all agree?
Yeah, but where did it
I don't need to
change?
hear it yet,
Because
but it was just, do you think that our hangarounds are different? Otherwise, this meeting's going to go on for fucking 50 years.
Yes.
not
Okay.
anymore.
You don't think so?
Not really.
No, we are definitely very different, and I feel like we should change it. And I'll say what I think about it when
I feel
we're
like we
done
used
speaking
to
about it.
be.
I feel like we have hangarounds, we treat hangarounds very different to other gangs. All right, just so you're aware, some other gangs are hang around, basically go off, grind for us, and bring back all the shit. All right, we don't do that shit. Now, on the plus side, actually, John, I want you to chime in about your John and Nigel, both of you chime in about your fucking times to hang around, whether or not you feel like you're a part of Seaside or if you're a hang around.
Nigel?
Well, how do you mean exactly? If I feel part of
Do
Seaside
you
as a hang
do you
around?
feel like you're a traditional hang around or you're treated different, like better than a hang around, that kind of shit?
Well, I mean, being a hang around in general, especially or at least in Southside gangs and shit. I mean, it pretty much just comes down to run oxy for me, or shit like that. Like do this, do that. I mean, yeah, for me personally, I can only speak about me being in hanging around for Seaside and shit. But I mean, I haven't necessarily been told to go do something or go get someone something. Um, you know what I mean?
John?
My opinion is the same as Nigel's. I feel included.
Okay. So, with that said, would you guys say it's safe to say that we would class a Seaside hang around as more of a Seaside associate than a traditional hang around?
I definitely feel part of the family.
This is
Yeah.
for the rest of Seaside.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Council members, speak up. It's your time to shine.
I don't know shit. I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't know what you want me to say. I think that is like, we try not to be where we came from, you know, and everybody, I think almost everybody who's standing in the circle, especially from council members, you know, we came from Southside. We've been through the process of being, you know, running dog for the big boys, you know.
Put your
to make
fucking iPad away.
Put it away. Put it away.
Why the
Fucking
fuck?
snap the cunt. Sorry, Kedrick, go on.
What
Just
the?
keep your
Yeah.
iPad
Yes?
away.
Guys, you good?
Yeah, I'm
Are
fine.
you okay?
Uh-huh.
No, for me, hang around is different from a lot of people, and I feel like the hang around phase is good. I think when it comes, as I understand when some people are bringing up shit, when it comes to some hang arounds, I feel like they need to meet everybody before, you know, you're officially a hang around. Maybe I was a little bit too hasted, you know, when it comes to, for example, Amber. I like Amber. I have no issues with Amber. I haven't seen like what some people of you have seen, but I hope if people have some issues that bring it up, you know, like you said, communication again, especially when it comes to hang around. That's what hang around phase is for. And of course, you know, I don't want the hang-arounds to feel like, okay, I've been running Oxy for like the last 3 weeks, you know, every fucking day, you know, to please people. When you are Seaside, you're a part of a family. Yeah, you're a hang-around because we're a crew. We're testing you out to see, can you fit this family? And if you do, you become a full member. And I think the process is good. But
I'm
if
glad you
there's
said
some,
that.
yeah, if there's some small stuff we can change or get better on, and maybe we should talk to the hanger-on themselves, you know, to see what they think, you know, about the process, you know, or yeah, if there's some changes we can have to get a better hanger-on face, hey, my ears are all yours.
Do you want to tap in on this, or you still just chilling?
I think the biggest problem, right, with the hang around phases, okay, and this is gonna happen. Now, I know, listen, it's going to be awkward because this is what happens when you got a big gang that's actually kind of successful, okay? I say kinda because we have a few kinks here and there. Not everybody's a straight up millionaire, okay? This is a very rare situation where we at right now. If you want to see numbers, this many fucking people, I don't think you could even look at Changang and say, oh, they have the same shit. Because they, back in the day, these motherfuckers used to have a very solid, like, 9 to 10. This is, you know, we're talking about 20, 30 motherfuckers right now, okay? Even when it compared to the Vagos, this dynamic here is very different because we allowed Seaside to become a crew where everybody can talk, okay? So the hangarounds, I think it would easily declare, right? Like Smalls, MP, you probably had a hard time as hangaround, right? Harder, would you say?
Oh, 10 times harder than what they
Yeah.
have.
Exactly. But there's a little bit of a difference too, okay? So when you keep growing, like I remember when Smalls came in, it was when Ash and stuff was still around and he was just hanging about, and there were less of us. And he would meet me directly, and you know me, I just like to fuck around with the goddamn hangarounds, tell them to do dumb shit all day long. Like I used to tell Ivan, go grab me some materials, and I'd forget about it 1 week later, and he comes back to me and says, I got 20,000 materials, boss. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with fucking Small. Same thing with fucking MP. MP went on the Oxy runs and shit like that nonstop. But the difference is, I don't go directly to Nigel and fucking John as much. You know what I mean? Even though I like them compared to most of our hangarounds, even though I like them, I still there's that degree of separation now that we've become a little bit bigger. You know? So you guys need to understand when we judge these hangarounds, they're not gonna go through the same treatment that you did. Especially because what I believe is we're not a Southside gang. Because 50% of you would not make it in a Southside gang. You know what I mean? We're very lenient. There's no talking like this. I don't remember a single time in the Vagos where we discussed anything like this. You know, I don't think the ballers ever talked and used the words that we're using today. You know, it's clear to me that we just need to understand something, okay, guys? When it comes to this hang around shit, we need to set everything in stone. Number one, the reason we never did we stopped the whole everybody gets a vote thing for a hang around is because it was impossible to get a fucking approval of everybody because it'll be a roundabout process where the cunt has to go all the way from now to meet me and all the way to NA to meet Nick. And that's if he's lucky enough to meet everybody in between. So I don't know what the fuck is the nice in between alternative to that. You get what I'm saying? Because I
We used
remember
to
John.
have a lot of vetoes for that. Like I would veto a lot of people, veto my vote for a lot of people because I was doing a lot of civ shit, so I couldn't spend the time with them. But some people used to come spend time with me and that kind of shit, which was great. But I didn't get to see the full picture of them, so kind of I looked at my vote and I said it's irrelevant with this one. But for a lot of people that have been brought in on this, I can tell you right now, I vetoed my vote for you guys. But a lot of other people wouldn't veto votes. They'd stand there and say no.
I'll be honest with you guys. I think the only way to actually adjust to this kind of bullshit is to have something that's more active than we just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You want to know? You want to be honest? You want me to be honest about how we need to do things? If you want to hang around process, that's like a little bit cleaner. You know how we all have. We can either use the documents or Discordia, right? Because it's such a weird fickle thing, time zones, right? You legit need to have. If you're interested in making somebody a fucking hang around, you should put their name up on Discordia with just like a single page, and then you just have a look at that, and as you see it, if you like the person, you just tick yes. That's it. And I think that's the only realistic way to actually get it going. So it's like an active thing that people see. You know what? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like having to
before
remind you.
they become a hang around.
Yeah, before they become a hang around. Let's say, for example, I know like Axel and this the donut guy, donut. You know, I have no doubt. Like if Axel likes the cunt, you know, he'll probably say, "Oh, we should get him to hang around or some shit." You put like the donut fuck.
Yeah,
you
he's
you put
funny
the
as
donut
fuck.
cunt's name. Shut the fuck
Yeah, I
up!
like
I'm not
donut.
asking if he's funny or not. You put his donut. You put donut's name on the fucking Discordia. if he's somebody that you guys want to put up one day, and we just make it natural from fucking there. And if it has enough fucking ticks, then we bring him in. You know what I'm saying? And nobody here who's counsel or otherwise will be caught off guard anymore. If there's a fucking red flag on that motherfucker, bring up the red flag ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I know this is weird, but when you have a crew this big and you're active, you're fucking moving, you have to adapt. And we're using different systems. I don't know. I'm happy to give that all a vote if you guys agree on right now.
All right, so
Yeah.
vote on
I agree
basically
on that.
TLDR, right? Is going to be a Discordia fucking thread on a hang around where you guys react to it, and if you don't see them, don't react. If you do see them and you've spoken with them and spent some time with them, and here's the other point I need to make with this shit: if you know that someone's wanting to bring someone in as a hang around, stop being a fuckwit and actually also go out of your way to see them. Right? If you want to do shit the Southside way and make them come to you, right, then you're going in the wrong direction yourself.
Yeah,
So I can
don't
tell you
know.
now, there's a lot of times I force myself on you guys.
I don't know if everyone knows him, but Max is also like he's been talking to.
Put him on the
Fuck about
put him on
people.
the app, cunt.
Fucking deal with that later. All right, we're
What
gonna
the
go
fuck are
around
you
and
guys
do it.
yelling, man? Come on,
We're gonna
chillax.
do a quick vote. Benji.
Hold on. Before we go, before we start the vote, I want you guys to understand something, okay? Just because I'm not stating it specifically, the council can fucking stop anything from happening, all right? Just remember that. So this is not gonna be like, oh my god, everybody voted already, and some fucking random ass full member is just gonna pull everybody in. No, okay? So just remember that we have to make sure that everything's in line. Otherwise, we're fucked. We're gonna make it useless. Everybody's gonna start taking votes on yes and shit. All right. And if you're not happy with the council doing that, then you can leave Seaside right now. Anybody want to leave? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Reggie, go.
All right, yay or nay, Benji?
Yay.
Axel.
Yay.
Mona.
Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah.
MP, Cass,
Yeah.
Nick,
Mm-hmm.
Michael,
Yeah.
Yes, for me.
JJ. Keep going around so I don't have to keep saying your fucking names.
Yeah.
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 Smalls is in his head, so it's,
Yeah.
This
all
is
right,
it's actually
it's
unanimous, isn't
All
it? Holy fuck.
All right.
Okay.
Real quick, does
First
anyone have food
unanimous
and drink?
vote that we've had with fucking Seaside. Holy fuck me dead.
History has been fucking made. Thank God.
I've got food now.
Just FYI, I need to head out in 4 minutes.
It's all good. It's all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So Nick, you need to head out. We're going to hit on the big fucking one right now. All right. So I need you all to shut the fuck up and listen. All right. Hangarounds on the app. I'm going to start this one off because I have a very strong opinion about this. And I want to voice my opinion on this. Hangarounds on the app. I couldn't give two flying fucks who Benji decides to put on the app. And I want to make that very clear. I'm a council member and I have spent the least amount of time on the app. Why? Because I do not see a need to be on it myself. I do not see that that's a prestige for myself or anything like that. I don't give a fuck because I know my position in Seaside. Okay? So it's very fucking clear to me that I don't need an app for validation on whether or not I'm on Seaside or fucking anything to do with that. The way that I see the app, 3 purposes. 1, talking to the local. Couldn't give a fuck about that. Right? Because I'm not involved in that shit. 2 is the fucking being able to queue up for banks. Couldn't give a fuck about that either. Never have given a fuck about that. I only ever used to do that as a fucking chore when I was on the app. And then number 3 is defending the sprays. Also couldn't give a fuck about that. If I want to go attack a spray or anything like that, or fucking help Benji when he's rolling out, I can do that. I also want to make it very clear, if I wanted to, I could turn around and say to Benji, I want to be on the app, and he'd yeet anyone for me being a council member. Okay? My views on that is whatever Benji decides is best for the gang is best for the gang. Anything else that I have to do with that, if I want to talk to him about it, I can. But I'm not going to.
Can I
Bridge, one
just
second.
fill in before I need to dip?
Yeah.
My point of view on that. I don't give a fuck either. I've never been on the app. I don't think. I don't really give a fuck about it.
You've been there.
Oh,
You've been in the
I've
app
there.
about 20 times.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's I didn't know. What I'm trying to say is that if it comes down to a hanger, like let's say that you have a hanger on that is around as much as a full member, if you will. I do think there's an order, and that is that the full member becomes
Agreed.
as priority. That's my only 2 cents. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. I think it's just weird that if we have two members that are around equally, and one of them is a hang around and one is a full member, naturally that should fall on the full member. That's only my 2 cents. I couldn't give a fuck if we don't have enough full members and we need to, have hang-arounds. I don't give a fuck. I generally don't give a fuck. But if we have enough full members, they should always take precedence over a hang-around.
Yeah, I want to clarify with that. Like, we always done that. Like, every time we have discussion about members on the app, we discuss it together. And the only, biggest criteria, if you're around or not, because that's the most beneficial shit for the app. If you are not around or not able to be around, there's no need for you to be on that app, if that makes sense. And if we have a hang-around who's around every fucking day, we have more use for that person. But of course, if there is a member, like you said, hang around, a member equally around, a member should be there. Period.
Yeah. Or
and that's how it's
enough.
been the last 2 years or since we had the app.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a few things in the hang around stuff in the app, okay? The app, I feel like is a little bit fickle as well because of a few things. There's some of you here that kind of misunderstand about what happens, all right? The reason a lot of hang-arounds have made it into the application within the last few months, especially towards the Cerberus and Hydra War, was because I found myself alone for a lot of the times. Okay? And I'm not saying that you guys, it wouldn't wake up for me or anything like that, but, people that I chose were for very specific reasons. And then I've always been on the fucking mindset And you know, I'm not ashamed to say it. I wanted people that were capable of holding it down for us. Okay, but that was during our journey to 54 sprays. And this is something interesting that I wanted to bring up today because I think it will set the precedent for a lot of things. Okay. I had a little talk on the little
Jalen,
treasure
thank you so
island
much for
with all the
26
boys,
months.
and I tried to make it fucking crystal clear. Okay. I do not want to be a gang that cannot lose. I want to win. I always want to win. But if I, for some reason, lose, I want to be able to wake up the next day and my people, my crew, my gang, my family doesn't make me feel like shit for it. Okay? That's the bottom line. Okay? I don't want to hear about, I don't want people like being mad or arguing about who's on the fucking app and shit like that because it's very difficult for me not to be very biased in my opinion of it because we usually fight when I'm around. People like the enemy always wants to fucking put me on a goddamn spike. You know what I mean? So I always make sure that we have the most capable people that are around. And you know, and sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of a rough decision. If you told me right now, if we had to defend a spray, would I trust Shano or would I trust Nigel? I'm sorry, I would trust Nigel.
That's an easy choice, bro.
I trust you. No, listen, I trust you with my
joking.
life. I don't trust you to shoot the fucking apple on my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. However, I've always been about whether or not you guys can adjust to that. If you guys think that we need to change our mentality or reset our mentality because we're no longer going for 54, we're no longer constantly at war for sprays or shit like that, we can. I'm open to that, all right?
Nah.
But sorry?
Nah.
Yeah, so what do you want to do? What do you guys feel is like
over people
the
that are
problem
seaside,
with the way I'm thinking, or if it's correct, you know, how do you guys want to go about it?
I mean, again, I need to leave in like I should have left 3 minutes ago, so I'm just getting.
Okay, you know, you say it, yeah, because you gotta go.
I don't think that we are doing anything bad. I think Seaside is in a really good place. I generally don't have any issues whatsoever. I think we have a good vibe. We do the things we need to do. We press when we need to press. We are not bitches, etc., etc. I generally think we're in a good side. Like I think we're doing jobs. We're hanging out. We're doing random shit. You guys did the whole weed game, trying to establish that. I think that was a genuinely good call. There's a lot of good things. I don't think we need to change anything. That's just my 2 cents. I think we should be. We've already hashed this out. I'm not gonna bring it up again, but you know the whole mocking. I'm not gonna bring that up.
We fucked up.
That shouldn't have happened.
I fucked up. All right, so everybody knows I fucked up.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't need to put it on anyone's shoulders. I'm just saying that, barring that incident, I think we're in a good state. I think we should keep doing the weed shit that we did, but just not that one specific part. That's it. That's my 2 cents. I'm very happy with Seaside, and I've like if I need to hang out with people. I mean, you know, I'm late, so I only have Dragon to hang around, and we all know Dragon, toe sucking man. So yeah, I'm actually very happy. That's just my takeaway. And
just to slot this in real quick, if you guys do decide that you want to wake up when Nick's awake, make sure you give him a call and go see what he's up to. He wants more people that want to see how shit goes down in NA and that kind of shit. All right. I feel like you got no one else around. Nick's
it's a fucking clusterfuck, you know. Like he even get bombs on his cars, you know. When we were breaking down the hours, it's fucking crazy out there.
NA is a different wild beast.
It's a different vibe.
It's a good vibe if you make it a good vibe. Just saying. We had a good little shit thing with GG after the whole damn shit. So don't be afraid to wake up NA if you can. I'm almost always around, and I'm yeah. I need to get the fuck out. Could someone do like a meeting of minutes or whatever?
I'm already doing that.
Okay.
We had a lot of people though that did disagree with the whole hang around in the app. So can we put a vote to see like how many people are against that?
Oh no! I'm not done. I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking.
We're still talking.
I want you guys to know that every full member can easily ask for to be on the application. Okay, that's not a problem. If the only reason I would say no is if we're actively fighting and I don't want to deal with switching people out during that time. Okay. So if any of you ever want to be on it, that's no problem. So, okay, go ahead. We can do a. I guess we're doing a vote on the hangarounds and shit like that.
Okay, so
Via the
to
app?
formally put it, what is your idea that you want to put forward, Benji?
Oh well, I don't really have
It's
an idea.
not just
I
a flat
see,
out hangarounds not on app.
I
we
think
need a
we
solution.
just need to understand that if you want to be on the app, you have to remind me a few times. Yeah, not just mention it in passing and hope not to make it a problem. You don't want to annoy me or whatever. You know, just fucking say you want to be on the fucking app. Say you want to be on there for. You tell me why you want to be on the fucking app. You want to defend our fucking sprays? Do you want to fight? Do you want to get fucking thing? Do you want to just get fucking bank codes? What the fuck do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Because if there's potential other people that can get you on their, you know, like their friends apps or some shit like that. Maybe we could make that happen. But if not, you know, you get what I'm saying, guys? We need to be a little bit more vocal on what we want from the app. Like I've always seen it as combat, but I think the one thing that I wanted to mention here is I think we need to vote on whether or not everybody is. How hardcore do we want to be? Is what I'm saying, but I'm not too sure how to frame this question.
All right, here. Let me ask a question. Put your hand up if you give a fuck if we lose sprays.
If I give a fuck if you lose sprays?
I care about losing sprays.
Yeah, of course I care about losing sprays.
I think everybody cares about losing sprays. It's
Well,
just, you know,
not everyone has their hands up.
I think the question
That's
should
why
be
I said
presented
yes. Who
differently.
told me to shut up?
Because like at the end of the day, everybody cares. But like I think the
Okay.
question should be renamed or reformed.
So next question. Who gives a fuck about getting
Okay,
bank
I know.
codes?
Fuck it. I'll say it out. It's gonna be the goddamn fucking vote. Okay.
Okay.
Do we? Okay. Fuck it. This is actually silly because. Let me think again.
Jesus Christ.
What do you guys want to vote about? Like, I'm so
gotta-
confused. Like, for me, this is a council shit. This is a beneficial shit. We have a CSET as a fucking family. Council set the fucking shit. We work from there. Whatever happens, happens. If you want to be
That's
on
a
it,
good thing.
what?
I like that, KJ. All right, quick vote. All right, I'm going around the circle. Council has power on what happens with the app. However, if you are a full member, you can come to a council member, mainly Benji, if you would like to be on the app.
No. Wait. All right, council sidebar. Come on.
I am.
It's an easy question. Like, why don't you prioritize members over
There you go.
hangouts? That's
Yeah, it was
literally
good.
Because some
That's
members
not
aren't
the
always
problem.
fucking here.
That's not the problem. Members
Yeah, of
always
course, of
prefer-
course. Can you come to the resort? Like, I sent a text, but yeah, I'm currently in a heavy meeting.
Which one's a resort? The one
I
The
forgot.
resort on
Sorry.
Great
City,
Ocean Highway, you know, the nice hotel down there. Can you come here
Oh,
with
the
the
one
car?
where I got married, Pacific Bluffs.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Listen.
I'll be there.
All right, just call me when you're
we need to-
outside. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
I think we need. Okay, I wanted to make it clear that it doesn't matter. Like, see, this is only hangarounds. Not being on app is fucking easy, bro. We just kick Nigel and fucking thing out, right? We're done. Is that all we have to do?
No.
Correct?
We make Nigel a fucking member, and then this shit is over. Period.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't
His time is up for due. He's around every fucking day, and he's one of the greatest fucking hangouts we had in fucking years. So yeah.
Hey, the fuck, KJ?
I'm so tired of this hang around, not hang around. Like, are you a member of this family? If you're a hang around member, council member, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm so like, what? Like, everybody calling me a fucking Southside member, and then they want to divide everything. They're more Southside than I am. Then aren't we like leaving that shit? That is Southside mentality. That's how they talk.
The thing that pisses me off is, and I think that I should have the largest voice with this. I've been a council member and I've been on the app the least. Because I don't give a fuck about it.
I don't give a fuck. Remove
People
me
say
from
it
the
is a
app and
prestige.
add whoever you want to add. I don't give a fuck. Like, get the fucking bank job so you can invite your fucking other crews or family and go with the fucking bank. Like, who gives a fuck? Do it.
I mean, I really don't give a fuck who's on the app either. If
Should
Benji
be a
thinks they
council
fit
vote.
for the, if Benji
Yes.
thinks they fit for the app, then I trust
Yes.
Benji's word.
Yeah, I trust it as well. And if Benji comes to me and say, "Hey, KJ, I need to take you off the app," hey, be my guest. Let me do what you need to do.
Okay,
for this family to survive and strive.
You see, this is the problem. Okay, if we put things to a vote, whether, let's say, for example, right, do we vote on hangarounds not being on the app? That's an easy vote because full members. No, I'm just saying full members can vote either any. That doesn't. It's inconsequential.
All right.
The problem here is, let's be honest. People are making it an odd area of contention, whether or not somebody that's a shooter should be prioritized over anything else when it comes to the combat requirement of the application. That's it. Are we gonna be pussyfooting around and not bringing that point up? Because let's be real, okay? Some of these motherfuckers that people like to call just, oh, he's just a fucking shooter. I have some of my best times with them. They make me fucking laugh. They know what to do. They know how to hang out. It's not like they're fucking dense. You know what I'm
Then
saying?
you have
So-
some people
so
are
fuck
only
that.
on the app because they're only a bank buster, all right? And you could bring that point up as well. Yeah, why the fuck should you be on the app to get the bank jobs? You know, you can get the fucking codes from other people. It's the same thing.
You wanna know
Okay,
what
I
we
think.
should do?
Okay.
And this is
I
a
think we
really
should do-
cunty thing from me.
No, this is what
I want to say this. Right?
Yeah.
Is we give them the vote on whether or not the council has the decision on who's on the app, and everyone else can just fuck off. Right? If they want to be on the app, they can still talk to us, and then we can put them on there. Right? And then if it does outweigh us, we just overrule as the council.
I think.
Prove
Okay,
a
I
point.
get you. That's the. We don't need to be sneaky like that, bro. We
I
don't.
get what you're
no,
saying,
we don't.
but
We
yeah,
don't want people
do
to
what
hate
you want to do,
leadership, bro.
Benji.
Putting them back in their fucking spot sometimes.
What do you say, Michael?
They know where they fucking stand, bro. You don't need to. We don't need to fucking improve that.
I want to hear Michael's input on this, all right? Because he's kind of like from the outside in, looking in.
I think the app thing is stupid. Like if you're basing anything on the app, I don't. Why do you have ranks in your gang then, or in your family? Being a hang around, being a member, being a council, being the leader, is the ranks you should go by, not what's happening in an app. Do whatever the fuck you want with the app.
What the fuck didn't you say that?
What?
In the fucking meeting itself. What the fuck didn't you say that then?
Because again, I am basically just here. I don't understand the app per se. Some people say that the app is for shooters. Some saying it's for banking. Some saying it doesn't matter at all.
It's for all of it, basically. The application is for.
No, okay. The problem here is take away the issue of hang around and their members. Okay.
So here's the thing. I can see why people are concerned about a hang around being in the app. Because a hang around is still a new person that you are trying to figure out if they're fit for the family. I wouldn't say a hang around is a family. I'm assuming there is a period of time where they hang around before being a hang around, but I wouldn't say they're officially in the family just because they're a hang around. They're building up to that point. If they're in the app, if they're not in the app, at the end of the day, that doesn't seem to matter because the app doesn't define who you are in the family. The app is just something you are forced to use because you have to.
Yeah.
You see,
But
this
at
is
the end
the.
It's a tool for you to survive as a gang, to be able to
you're
do
saying,
certain things.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying this. Okay, I gotta cut you off because you're saying it perfect already. What I'm trying to point out right now, guys, is we need to set up the segregation. What people assume the app is for. We cannot be like, oh, it's sometimes for banks, sometimes for this, sometimes for that. Because even I do the same thing, right? So if you look at the laptop, the fact that VODs still in there, we can just remove him.
Yeah.
We can just remove him. We can remove anybody that's not really around, and this is all sorted out. You know what?
Yeah, but Benji, that's what I always said. The app for me is more about if you're active, you're on the app. If you're not active, you're not there.
I agree.
Exactly.
Bro,
That's why. But I know.
Bro, this is
I know.
such a simple thing.
Yeah.
Bro. I don't know why.
Hey,
the
that's
fuck
why.
It's listen.
Why is this even a topic?
This is what you can do. Okay. Be like, all right, we will not add hang-arounds for now. But if shit hits the fan and we need people that are able to protect, and we don't have anybody else but hang-arounds, we'll add them. That's it. I mean, bro, it's a thing where you can remove and add people.
That's
Why
what
the
we
fuck
did.
is it an issue?
That's what we fucking did.
No, but it's an
thing
issue
is,
because
people
this
are
is
making-
different.
Pussies, bro.
Yeah, they're making it a point out of it.
They're making a JJ and Cole, right? Some of the people that are the firm believers on the the rite of passage being on the app, what is our main focus when we come to the selection anyway? Because let's say, for example, we remove Nigel and whoever else is on the app, okay? Hang Around is no longer on the app. Now, that happens, and Nigel is full member, then does it become the subject of seniority? Shano's been around longer. He should be put up in the app first before Nigel.
Yeah,
or
but
are we
Shano's
going
not
to,
around.
you
He's
get what I'm
around
saying?
like 2 hours every other day.
I know. I'm
it
saying
should be about
we
activity.
need to adjust this. We need to make sure this voting, the issue, it points out the right thing, not just a fucking band-aid fix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So it's either, I think we just need to shut it down, to be honest. I think
yeah, that's why I want to just shut it down
end.
because it's so fucking stupid. So yeah, let's sorry Chico to say, but let's put Chico there. He's a council member, you know. He's around maximum 2 days a week, a couple of hours. He's a council member. He should be there in front of the member. That's how they look at it.
Okay, we do it this way.
We shut that shit down. So as a council, we've decided this is what's happening.
I know. I will say this, okay? It's obviously something very meaningful for a lot of members. We can vote on the removal of hangarounds from the app, and then we will put another vote to make sure that people understand that the council will decide who goes on the app next. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we cannot vote. Everybody cannot vote on who's going to be in the fucking app. That will be too much. Some of the shit has to be on the fly.
Well, that's why I feel like the system we've been using, if you're around, you're on the app. If you're not around, we take you off. Okay, I need to take this. I'm sorry. Yo, what's good?
If we take out,
Hey, KJ.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
I got a delivery for you.
You got a delivery. You're outside the resort at the Great Ocean? Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Like, we have like a big meeting today.
We just got here. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so freaking much, man. I've been looking so forward for this.
Yeah, I've heard. No, it's fine. I'm happy you're finally able to get you this. So you're like
over there? Oh, no. This is fucking great. Yo, what's good?
Here it is. What's good?
Oh, man, it's so delicious. It looks so good. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna see you on the streets more
It
now.
came stock imported, brand new. The mileage it has is just from driving it here, so it's,
All right,
pristine
so
condition.
how do I join Red Line? I'm not a racer.
Are you serious about that? I mean, you'd have to hang out
Yeah.
quite a bit,
Quite a bit.
actually get involved.
You know, half of my fucking crew are member of this fucking yokai shit, all right? And I hate it. And I gotta be honest with you, for me, racing crews are more for racers, who knows how to race, who bleed racing, who dream racing, who drink racing, you know what I mean? Like
that's all my focus. That's all I do.
Yeah, and that's I honor that, and that's why I never tried to become one, because I feel I'm not a racer. I'm a driver who loves to race, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man, it's fun to live your lifestyle and still love
but
cars and all that. But you gotta focus, right? You got something.
You got to focus, and that's why I got this car. I heard this car is a fucking beast, so I need to try it out. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a racer. I need a good car.
Yeah, no, this one is very good, very competitive. I know it's got like a unique driving style, but once you get used to it.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard you need to like drive it a lot to get used to it, basically.
Yeah.
All right. But thank you so much, man. Fucking A, I've been waiting for this.
No problem.
Hell yeah.
What's your state ID?
1604.
He's already charged.
Yeah, but I haven't given him the key.
Oh wait, babe, you didn't give me the info, plate and bin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys can handle that.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Just like 1 minute.
I was
Hey,
down
you
to
know
go.
anybody that wants a ZR380? We're selling it. We heard it's a good war car.
Ooh, which car?
ZR380.
CR380, a good war car. I guess you need to go to the south side and ask then,
Yeah, I know Russ bought one for war. That's the only reason why I know it's a war car.
Ooh, how much are you asking for it?
2.2.
2.2. Can you text me just the name of it? I can ask the boys. If I know that Draco is trying to buy a car, but I think he's trying to buy like a R34. Is it?
Oh no, everybody wants that right now, huh?
Yeah, apparently it's a good car. No, he
Yeah,
sold his
Bruno
BMW.
from Rooster's Reef, he's trying to get one too, an R34.
Ooh.
Got that done. Sorry, what was your state ID?
1604.
Alright. That.
Holy
All
shit.
the electronic documents are now in your name.
Oh
Good to
man.
go.
Hey,
Sorry
thank
for
you,
disrupting
thank
your
you,
meeting.
thank you.
There you go.
Thank you so much. All right. I really appreciate you guys.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Finally.
I'm sorry we couldn't do anything special. I kind of woke up
It's
real
really
quick 'cause-
rare that he's awake.
Okay,
And,
I never see you around.
we
I hear you're
typically-
tired. Go and sleep. I need to go back to the meeting. They're asking for me on the radio. So
Do like a
Oh yeah,
special
yeah. You
delivery,
go
but
do
sorry.
that.
hey, no worries,
Yeah,
no
I would-
worries. Thank you so much. All right.
See with a ribbon on it and shit, you know.
Oh. Yo, it's
Bro?
good.
Who the fuck are you? Come on, dude.
I'm getting the car. Right? Everything is happening
Why
today.
you, bro? Why do you have to do it right now? Fuck it,
Because
bro.
they need to do it right now. Because he just woke up to do it. All right? So I just got it.
Then fucking 20 other people woke up, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It happens. Look at the car. Look at the car.
Gives a fuck about your car. Get here.
It's not my car.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. All right?
All right. There's going to be a simple vote. We're going to go around the same as last time. We're voting on whether or not you, and everyone else, you believe hangarounds should be on the app. All right,
Should or
we're starting with
shouldn't be?
Axel. Should be on the app.
Okay.
If they're
Axel.
vital for it, yes.
I don't want to hear ifs, ands, or anything like that. It's just a
Okay,
yes or
yes.
no, please.
No. I think no. Better you shape it the other way, Reggie. Make it clear. Should we remove the hangarounds from the app? That
Okay,
should be
should
the
we
vote.
remove hangarounds from app?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Then no. Okay.
Oh no.
No, we shouldn't. After hearing like the reasons to, like behind why they were added in the first place, I feel like they should stay.
Jano.
No, it's all good with me.
Ivan.
Let them be where they are.
All right, keep going around so I don't have to keep saying your fucking names.
I'd say, yeah, we should remove them.
I also say we should remove them.
It's all the same to it's all the same to me. I don't give a shit.
So we got 2 removed so far.
No.
No.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So we had 4 yeses. The rest was no. So majority is that hangarounds stay on the app.
Are we just gonna leave it at that, or do we actually want to talk about why this is a thing?
So
I mean-
the next thing we're going to do is let you guys know as a council, we've decided the council are going to determine who stays on the app and who gets added on the app. Benji's going to explain why.
I
Isn't
think.
that common sense though?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think we wanted to. The reason I wanted to put that vote forward was because I wanted to get a clear gauge on how everybody in Seaside felt. I think we're the most active people in Seaside, bar maybe Fredo not being around right now, maybe OJ because he's been considerably active, Nick as well. I wanted to like make it clear how people are feeling, and I want you to understand that no matter how you vote, it doesn't fucking it's okay to vote the way you want to. It's not I'm not trying to set up a dictatorship ish, but
ish. This fucking guy.
I think there's a lot of things where we are not going to be able to ask every single member their thoughts on who should be on the app, because it's simply something that's too many variables to consider. And sometimes we make those decisions on the fly. But one weakness of it is I like to hold it off for later discussions and hope things disappear. And I need to be a little bit more different with that and make sure that I'm discussing it more actively with the council. And we're going to make sure that we try to include more people as soon as possible and remove people that shouldn't be there. I think that's clear that the council has always had a say, the most say or the only say in the app. But naturally, any full member, if you ever feel like you deserve a position over there because hey, there's space, why is a fucking hang around on there? I want that to not be the case. That's not a
Ciao,
problem.
John.
So if anybody asks me here that you want to
Thank you so
be in
much.
the
It's here
app
for
over
giving.
Nigel,
Appreciate this one.
I
Good
don't. I
morning,
think
chat.
Nigel
Kongfue, good
understands that
morning.
he
Thank you so
can't
much for
really bitch
18.
about
And
that.
John, thank you so much for the huge
wait till
fight
he,
bomb.
if one day he becomes
Crazy
a
ass
member, he'll be on
motherfucker,
it,
man.
right?
Get some hype, get some love.
What's up,
Yeah.
Ivan?
I just wanted to say my piece about it, but if you're still talking, I'm just gonna shut up.
No, go ahead. You can say what you want to say.
Yeah, the question was worded a little bit. I think just because of how the app is, it's a little bit stupid. 15 slots on 2 dozen motherfuckers that are right here. Plus, we have some hang-arounds that do need to be there every now and again because they are being utilized for fighting that they could be doing better than some of us or me, to be specific. It just needs to be swapped out a little bit more often, and maybe some consideration. We may be undergunned in the first or second fight, right? But we can adapt and overcome if need be. I think just a little bit more flexibility with that because of how fucked the app is by itself. Like 15 spots for 25 people. It's not
You
enough.
also need to know if you don't, when you remove someone, you can't put them back on for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's the most painful part because I think we need to adapt to everything. That's why we put a little bit of a half and half of everybody in the app, right? Some of the people, there are people that know how to rob banks. Some of them are people that know how to fucking handle themselves out there. Some people can defend. Some people can push. Some people are doing drugs and shit like that. But I need you guys to understand, bro. Like this is the fickle thing about it, right? You can't get the shit right. Like there's some weeks where yes, I completely fucking agree. Ivan should be in the fucking app. You know what I'm saying? Like I completely agree. And we're gonna what I want you guys to remember is that we're going to look at the whole app as a whole. All right. But one thing that I want, sorry, who's gonna talk?
I was gonna talk. Go on.
I wanted to ask everybody here, okay? Just to get a fucking gauge, okay? We'll go around here because this is Seaside right here, guys. Okay, this is the brain of fucking Seaside, and I need to know. All right. When we go around here, I want you all to tell me whether or not what this app is about for you. Okay, whether it's for combat, whether it's for both, whether it's for banks, or whether it's both, or whether it's a rite of passage. I don't give a fuck. Tell me what the fuck is so important about the app for you. All right. Just so that I know when we make decisions as a council, what we need to consider the most. Is that fair? I think that's fair, right? It's a fucking weird thing to ask, but then at least I know where everybody is.
I think it's fair.
Axel, what's this app for fucking you? Go.
It's a major sort of income for the gang.
Okay, so his objective is most active people need to be awake. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So most active people, of course, but being at its banks, it's the locals. Our sprays are a huge factor to the money we make from those locals, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Yes. So
The more
combat
space you
is
have, yeah.
the combat is very important just because the people who are currently on it, we can all wholeheartedly say that we can defend. That's really all I got for that, though.
Thank you, Axel.
You're hyping yourself,
very cool.
John. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's pretty much on par with exactly what I was thinking. I mean, we literally need people that are actually around to be able to have the locals even push anything, right? And then obviously, if shit hits the fan, people are gonna tend to try to go, for these sprays and shit. And obviously, we need the most active people around too. So I mean, I don't think per se it's like for the people that can shoot whatever. I don't really think that matters. But I mean, obviously, it's always preferred. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the app it's stupid. I hate the app, but I mean, it is a big thing, that actually helps CSET as a whole, not just, for nothing, I guess.
Mona?
I agree. I don't think it's just about the combat, like we mentioned as well. It's like a big source of our income, locals and shit like that. So I don't know. I think it's just a mix of both, really. So whoever is like, showing that they're active and doing shit all the time, doing banks and whatnot, should be on it.
Okay. Chano?
It's hard to, I guess, probably say anything different to these guys because I'm pretty much in this very similar mindset. But if I was trying to say like my own sort of personal piece, it would definitely be more of a combat situation from me. Again, the whole spray situation is definitely a moneymaker for us and the whole group. So I definitely do understand why having the people you have on there are on there, right? And someone like myself not being on there, because when it comes to it, I'm not going to be the person that is 9 times out of 10 going to be able to hold it down in that way. So, the bank situation, I don't really see as a problem because if I need codes and some shit, if I want to do some shit with a group, with the hangarounds, with anybody really, I can just ask someone that's on there to grab some codes for us. So it's not, I don't see that as too big of an issue for me personally. And then I don't really deal with too much else on that side of it, so I don't really know the full inner workings of it, the local and stuff. But I understand it's a very important part for what a lot of people in this group do. So
I have a question for you, Shayna.
Yeah.
I want you to be honest. Do you feel any less seaside by not being on?
By not being on the app?
Yeah.
No.
Does it? And again, be honest. Is it frustrating for you to have a hangaround on the app over yourself?
Personally, no.
Just want to get your thoughts on it.
I can understand if some people would be feeling some sort of way about it. No, I guess in a sense, like they're not seaside, right? So I can understand it from that perspective. But personally, for me, like if that's a way for them to prove that they should be when it comes down to everybody voting them in or not, then that to me is a way that they can kind of prove themselves as well. And if they've obviously shown to the council that they're an asset to what we're doing and what we're trying to protect and defend for everybody, then that's the way I see it as well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I want to bring up something as well, guys. I fucking hate the fact that it seems like we're choosing, we're dropping good people just because somebody's ability or whatever, but that's not going to be the case, all right? Like, I need you all just trust my judgment, the council's judgment, because I've been thinking about it a lot. And the only way for us to change and for us to go in the right direction is for us to be honest. And we should adapt to all the decisions that we made. Okay. I hope you guys believe me when I say, like for example, Nigel being a hang around, going to the app. He was really there for us, guys. It's a big reason we were able to do a lot of the shit that we were doing. But it should not be the determining factor on what how we proceed and how the app works in the future. I know that you guys dislike people going in the app as hang-arounds, and trust me, that won't happen as often anymore. If you guys are not around during AU and I feel fucking lonely as fuck and I'm getting clapped, yeah, I will. I'll add
Well,
whoever
that's
the
what I
fuck
always
see,
said
you know
too.
what I mean?
I always
Yeah.
said if there's a real like a reason, then you know what I'm saying. Like you're on your own, you're getting clapped, then that's a big enough reason right there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
I hope you guys understand like how much like these positions mean to me as well. Like, Terry, I kept you on the app for fucking 6 months, bro. Even though you didn't show up once, because I didn't want to hang around to take your spot. I wanted to see your name every time I opened that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not some fucking ha ha ha. I just put anybody can fucking shoot there. It means something to me too. I gotta make the fucking right decisions. You guys need to trust me a little bit more on that. But yeah. Who was supposed to talk next? Was it Ivan?
And I pretty much said what I wanted. Like only a couple of points I wanted to emphasize really is that the banks, you don't need to be like, you don't need to be on the app to have. It's just a matter of getting code, and then it's the most active people. And the whole app issue, pragmatic. I'm trying to stay pragmatic. Yeah, maybe I feel some sort of way about hangarounds being on the app, but I'm staying pragmatic about it. I want people to be actually, contributing positively to the whole gang by being in the app, and the way as it is right now, that's the way I see it. Maybe we need some more flexibility, but that about that,